things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Two teams ranked in the top 6, both with playoff aspirations, ready to square off here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Maryland Terrapins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Maryland's head coach told me before the game, one of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room is, this is our time to shine at home. They have been so terrific in the SEC this season, right in the middle of that conference race. But he said, I want our home fans to make it difficult on our opponents. That means they've got to be cheering early and often. That means we've got to get off to a great start here on the opening drive. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Terrapins offense will get first crack at it here. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain.
Upstairs, he's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Terrapins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to pass. Moving out to the right. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Aggies. It does to work itself with a pick 6.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Texas A&M 7, Maryland 0.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snags it, and there's running room. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. What a game he had last time out. Really helped him to the win. Better than 150 yards and a score.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Working that left side now. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Out wide right, it's Knight. Makes the grab and room to run. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Sets his feet, it's Rich. That's caught, it's Cuevas. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Knight. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Calls it in. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Hits inside, it's Knight. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Driving forward, it's Knight. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 14, Maryland 7.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll go back to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Got him on the RPO. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find an
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's such a great job of... play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Scanning the field, it's Rich. Just a short pass to the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Right side, it's Knight. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it in. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. We reached the break and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Needs it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the timing just a hair off. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's...
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Terrapins! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Sells the run, looking to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Finds his man on the RPO. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back. It's Rich. Makes his man miss. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down to the air. Look out! He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Touchdown, Maryland! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Out wide left, it's Knight. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catches a big fella.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Knight. Shakes off the defender. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Connors. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Terrapins come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Unloads it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Zings it complete to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Looking to pass. It's Rich. The throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quick give. It's Knight. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Might as well run him again. Fouls through the defense. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run.
Snags it, and he's open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going to the air. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Escapes the pressure going right. Lets it fly. Working on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Dropping back, it's Rich. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Terrapin sideline. The offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Rich. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Cuevas. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snagged in the middle, it's Cuevas. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Under pressure. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out wide right, it's Knight. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he rushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 6 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's USC able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in College Park. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Terrapins will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Right side, it's Knight. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss.
Makes the grab in their space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. A&M comes back out with another first down. Finds a crease, it's Knight. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Second and long here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down.
95-96 bridge. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Pass to 6. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Brings up second down.
Give to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Complete to the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Stopped right there.
Well, going RPO in that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now, and he takes off right.
Touchdown, Texas A&M! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Texas A&M, 27.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
On the Maryland sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Hauls it in. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd down, going to throw it. Rush is on. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Going to throw it deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Back to pass, it's Rich. Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Second down.
They'll go to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line.
Splinter Roman! Blue idiot!
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Give him 105 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. Brought down. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Turns it upfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Fresh set of downs going up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Got a man, it's Cuevas. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
Going to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Rush right in his face. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guy. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on
touchdown, Terrapins! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Texas A&M, 27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Rich. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Ample time in the pocket, and lets it go to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Turning it on. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Out wide right, it's Brooks. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Long way to go on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. In the backfield, it's Brooks. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They're all over him, and they got him. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dropping back, it's Rich. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulled to the ground. A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Terrapin sideline. This quarterback has been absolutely spectacular today. Over 400.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Now on first down from the 28. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for running room. Crosses the 45. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense all over him.
And they tried to run that sweep out right. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And a sweet catch on a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Knox. And he's dragged down, they'll mark it at the 19, into the red zone, it'll be first down. And the Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds a man in the middle. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. An 84-yard drive there. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Brooks. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Red 54, red 54.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.